What are the best boots for wide feet? A question I answered recently with 5 of the best. Today I have 5 more amazing options. I've also recently done a video showing you how to size your foot so you know exactly what length and width you have, and spoken about how I have wide feet, so I'm in a great position to talk about this and give you some recommendations. But let's get going with 5 more great boots for wide feet. We're going to start at the upper end of the price scale with the Mazuno Alpha 2 made in Japan. This boot does have an awful lot of width to it. I can even just loosen up these laces a bit to show you how much you can pull this out. The floating tongue really helps give you that adjustability. There's a massive deep lacing system, meaning you can adjust it all the way down the boot. This is going to be a really great option for a flatter foot as well, and if you have a high volume forefoot, these are absolutely fantastic. They just have that larger raised toe box area. All in all, if you are looking for a wide fit boot, these are a great option. Now, for a lot of people, 300 plus euros is just simply too much money. Tip number 1, go and check out Tokyo Football. They almost always have them significantly cheaper than you're going to pay from a regular retail store. And my second tip on this is to check out the elite level model. The elite level model in the Alpha and mainly all Mizuno boots is usually a little bit wider. So not only are you going to pay about 100 euros less to get them, you're also going to get a little bit more width in the elite level model without losing too many features from the made in Japan. So for width, these are great. Also check out the elite and maybe save yourself some money. If you want to know about sizing, if you do have a wider foot, definitely go true to size here. So for me, I would wear a 26 centimeter boot in, for example, Nike, and that's exactly what I get here. And that's my recommendation if you do have the wider foot. Talking about saving money, my next pick is an absolute bargain. This is the Kipster Veralto 4, and these come in at 60 euros. They are incredibly cheap and massively wide. Of course, you're giving up some premium materials to get a boot at this particular price, but not only are they really wide, really great value for money. If you buy the half sizes don't change the length in this boot. What they do is they change the width. So if you were a size 8, for example, and you bought the 8.5, you'd still get the 8 length, but you'd get extra width. So you can get a really wide version of these boots, which I cannot see a single person not being able to wear these. The width is amazing. In terms of sizing, again, go for that normal size, which for me would be that 26 centimeters. These are a great option for an FG and to a degree some nicer AG pitches. Overall, a bargain wide foot option if you're interested. Thank you for watching and supporting Boot Wizard. If you do want to support us further and allow us to make more amazing videos, then check out becoming a Boot Wizard member. You can do so by the links down below. It's going to give you early access to all of my videos, which is sometimes months in advance. It's also going to give you huge discounts off some massive grip sock brands, which are bigger than you can get from anywhere else. So if you want to support us, you can do so from as little as 2 euros a month by just becoming a Boot Wizard member. Your support is really appreciated. Next up, a boot that might be on its way out if the new one ever gets released, but a fantastic wide foot option. This is the New Balance Tequila V4 Pro Plus, and it's a fantastic boot. It actually doesn't have a huge amount of structure in the hypoknit, which means you can really stretch it out and start to break it in, and there is naturally a lot of width through this boot. The lacing system isn't too deep, so with this one piece, you get a lot of flexibility in this forefoot here. Look at the amount of width you've got there. So overall, for a wider foot, particularly I think a wider forefoot, these are a really solid option that can be got on some massive discounts right now. There are some people that have had an issue with the heel area and this kind of almost excessive shaping. I'm not one of them, but people have spoken to me at length about getting a few blisters in this heel area, so do be aware of that. But overall, I think this is a fantastic boot. This made it onto my top 5 boots of the year last year. That's how much I like it. Definitely one I think worth checking out for a wider foot. For sizing, I would recommend going up half a size in this particular boot. So if I check my size tag here, going up half a size, these ones actually I have in a US 8.5, which is going to come in at 26.5 centimeters. Next up, I want to talk about a boot that I don't have here. I have tested them and tried them, and it's another New Balance boot. It is the New Balance 442 V2 Pro. So this isn't the new elite level model. This is the pro level model. Massively wide, huge adjustable lacing system with a floating tongue. If you have a wider foot, I cannot see why you wouldn't be able to get into these. And they have a wide fit version available, which also applies to the Tequila I was just speaking about. Those wider fits are harder to come by, but if you go to New Balance Direct, they do frequently have them available. So you'll be able to get a wide boot in an even wider fit. So definitely check out the wide fits if you need to check them out. That didn't make any sense. Check out the wide fits if you fancy it. Let's try that. Next. Next up, one of my boots of the year so far. This is the Under Armour Shadow 3 Elite. And this has a super stretchy IntelliKnit upper. Now this isn't as wide as some of the other boots that I've shown you, but that's simply because there's so much compression across the boot. So what you'll actually be able to do is really push this out, get your foot in, and then it's almost gonna vacuum and shrink back on top of your foot and get you really locked in. So almost the higher volume, the wider your foot is, the more you're gonna get squeezed and locked into this. Now, something to note is that kind of squeezing sensation isn't gonna be for everyone, but it definitely loosens up a little bit over time and will accommodate to your foot. And this is well worth looking at. It's literally one of my favorite boots that I've tried this year. Absolutely not an option for an AG pitch. This is FG only, but this upper, the material, the fit, the lockdown, it's all really great. And if you do have a wider foot, these are going to be a fantastic option. And again, not too pinched down in the toe box either. So if you have a wide foot, consider checking these out as well. That's 5 more boots that I think are great for wide feet. If you want to see the original 5, you want to click this video here. And if you want to see my next 5, get subscribed with this button just here.